Good evening, my friends. Tonight, I want to speak to you about a principle that will completely change how you understand wealth, abundance, and prosperity. A principle so simple, so direct, yet so deeply misunderstood that most people spend their entire lives chasing money without ever becoming rich. Here is the truth. You must be rich before the money comes. Not after. Not once the money finally arrives. Before. You must be rich in consciousness before you can ever be rich in manifestation. You must feel wealthy before your bank account reflects wealth. You must assume abundance before abundance takes form. This goes against everything you've been taught. You were told, first you work hard, then you make money, and only then do you get to feel rich. That thinking is backwards. That is the mindset of those who live in the world of effects, who believe circumstances create consciousness, who think having creates being. I am here to tell you the truth. Being creates having. Consciousness creates circumstance. What you are in your inner world must appear in your outer world. And if you are not rich in consciousness, you will never be rich in manifestation, no matter how much money passes through your hands. Let me show you something most people never understand. There is a profound difference between having money and being rich. I have known people with large bank accounts who were poor. Their consciousness was poverty. Their inner conversations were lack. Their feeling about themselves was limitation. They had money, yes, but they were not rich. They were poor people, temporarily holding wealth. And I have known people with empty pockets who were rich. Their consciousness was abundance. Their inner world was overflow. Their feeling about themselves was prosperity. They had no money, but they were rich. They were wealthy people whose inner riches had not yet reflected outward. Here is the law. The person who is rich in consciousness without money will inevitably attract money, because the outer must conform to the inner. But the person who has money without wealth consciousness will inevitably lose it, because money that does not match your consciousness cannot stay with you. This is why lottery winners lose everything. This is why inherited wealth disappears. This is why sudden success collapses. Now listen carefully. Wealth consciousness is not pretending. It is not acting rich. It is not spending money you don't have. Wealth consciousness is a state of being. It is how you feel about yourself in relation to life. A person with wealth consciousness feels provided for, not because their bank balance is full, but because they know life supports them. They feel worthy. They do not question whether they deserve abundance. They feel free. They choose from desire, not desperation. A person with poverty consciousness thinks about money constantly, obsesses, worries, calculates. A person with wealth consciousness thinks about money rarely, because they already have it internally. And here is the mistake most people make. They believe they will feel wealthy once they have money. But feeling is not the result. Feeling is the cause. You must feel secure first. Then money confirms it. You must feel abundant now. Then abundance flows. The feeling always comes first. This is law. So tonight, before you sleep, forget your bank balance. Forget your bills. Forget your debt. Close your eyes and feel wealthy. Not I will be rich. Not I want to be rich. But I am rich. Dwell in that state. Fall asleep there. Because wealth never begins in the bank. It begins in consciousness. Be rich before money, and money will have no choice but to follow.